Hey, it's Nay, and welcome to Hey Nay. This is the final episode of Hey Nay, and this is our 100th episode. So I am so glad to be making this moment and sharing this moment with all of you who are watching. Thank you so much for being a part of this great, wonderful journey. It's been almost 2 years, and it's just been a whirlwind of an experience. I've been providing episodes week after week. So it's been pretty much 100 weeks of all of this, and it's just been so great and so grand. And I'm very grateful for all the experiences I've had in doing this. So the final topic for this episode is dating and dating. And here are the questions. So first, why did you make Hey Nay? Hey Nay is something that I've sort of always kind of wanted to do. I've always wanted to share my advice with people. I've been told in the past that I give pretty good advice, and I thought that was really great to hear that from people you care about, people who are close to you, and even people that you don't necessarily know too well. And for them to say that, they think that um, what I say is meaningful and thoughtful meant a lot to me. So I wanted to sort of create that platform. A part of me does wish that I would have started it earlier. So probably while I was still an undergraduate. But I'm still glad I did it nonetheless. What gave you the idea to make Hey Nay? So it's sort of a similar question. So and when it came to sort of how I was going to do and sort of how I was going to lay this out, I am very interested in dating research. I haven't gotten to the point in which I'm able to do too much of it yet, but I'm very interested in doing it, um, especially in a doctoral level. Um, but I've had a little bit of experience with dating research already, which I'm very glad that I have had. But So I realized that I wanted to have the topic surrounding around dating, and because I feel like there's so many nuances when it comes to dating. There's so many like, what do you do in this situation? What do you do in that situation? What if this person's like this? I'm just like, wow, dating is so complex. Dating is so broad, and there's so many different factors that a lot of us don't even take into account when we're in these dating scenarios. So I wanted to shine some light on that. Um, by giving my advice, by providing research, by hearing from other people, and sort of creating this dialogue and this platform in which we all can share. The next question, um, who is your favorite guest? um, my favorite guest. I know a lot of you have been saying that your favorite guest has been Brian, and I'm not sure if that's because Brian's been featured in 3 episodes. Um, but I'm glad that people do like the conversation that Brian and I have had through Hey Nay, because I think it was a great depiction of, you know, real dialogue. I think it captured a real essence of what's real, and sort of um, like how do we sort of answer these questions. There were pauses, there was confusion, there was hypotheticals and things like that, and trying to understand each other. And um, with Brian sort of being very, sort of thinks a little bit differently than I do in some cases, I think it was great to sort of see that in this forum. And I'm glad that a lot of you guys really like that. And I'm sure he likes that you guys like it too. Um, but I don't know. I do enjoy. I enjoyed all my guests. I really did. Every single one of them have always been just. It's just been a great experience doing it, filming it, everything up until that point, talking about it after. And actually, I do miss doing the post shows. I used to love doing the post shows, but they started becoming a lot more time consuming. And when I started doing them by myself, I was like, oh, it doesn't really need to do a post show. So I kind of cut that out. And I think if this was a little bit more bigger, then maybe post shows would have been a lot more often. But that's something that I missed. But there were post shows a little bit in the beginning, so that was really great. Um, I think I don't know. I don't know who my favorite guest would be. I've heard a lot of people have said Brian. I must say, a lot of people must has said Brian. Some other people have said my mother, because they thought that was very interesting to see the dialogue between my mother and I, which I thought was great for people to sort of get a glimpse of that, because you do hear that in conversation, but you don't get to see that too much. So I thought that was great for people to see as well. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I really enjoyed them all. I really did. Um, what was your favorite topic? Oh, so I know a lot of people have shared their favorite topics, and have told me, and I'm really glad. I think it's very interesting that the first topic that I ever did was about pooping and dating, which I think is very funny, because that's when I originally was trying to make it a little bit more comical in the beginning, but then um, the show just kept changing. Like for instance, one major thing is that I started talking more about myself versus just giving advice. I started sharing my own experiences, and that was a huge change, with the show. And and I think that's why my favorite topic would probably have to be. Um, I have pretty much like two favorite ones, I must say. So one is identity and dating. And that was the first time I actually started talking about myself on this platform, and as well as race and dating. And I just thought those two were serious. You know, they were pretty serious topics, and um, I really, when I look back at them, I just really see myself truly opening up, and I'm actually a little bit surprised at some of the things I say. So if you haven't seen those episodes, definitely go back and watch them. Or if you don't remember what it was like, definitely watch those back. I really like those. And like the race and dating was just so powerful for me. And there's a very important message in that episode that I really like, and I really truly believe. So I'm very glad that I was able to sort of share that. I really am. Um, what was your favorite moment? Um, I've had quite a few moments that I've really enjoyed. Um, a few. So one moment that I've previously mentioned was the moment when I started opening up myself more and started talking about myself. So that was a pretty cool moment. That was with identity and dating, like I said. So that was very interesting. Another favorite moment. I guess I don't know. It's a little bit more off screen, but when someone reaches out to you and says that, "Hey, I've seen your YouTube show, and I really like it. I really like what you have to say, and I like the message that you have, and I'm really glad that there's someone out there who's saying that. That really means a lot to me. It really does. So that's always a great moment for me. Um, and then there was I think it was compliments in dating or something like that. But when everyone started sending me videos and telling me that, like wish me like a happy 10th episode and things like that, that was great too. That was a great favorite moment as well. But I don't know. I mean, overall, the show has just been very great. Like I've done so many topics, like so many, like anything you can think of. I think I've hit it. I've tried to make sure I've hit it, and if I didn't hit that topic, I've incorporated into another topic. So I really think we hit pretty much a lot of it. Although I believe that there's definitely more topics to talk about, but I think we hit a good hundred of those topics, which is a lot, and I think it's been really, really great. Um, where do you hope you are in 10 years? 10 years from now, well, I hope that I am actually, instead of giving advice, I'm actually providing professional counsel to couples. I hope that I'm able to sort of help couples or individuals who are um, seeking relationships or trying to recover from a relationship to sort of understand um, how these dynamics work. You know, I think one important thing that I want to keep leaving you guys with is that relationships are not a natural occurrence, and I think a lot of us like to think that. Like, yeah, we like the family is usually natural and things like that, but when it comes to intimate romantic partners, we have to put work in. We have to. It is a science. You cannot expect it. You cannot hop in a car and just expect the car to drive. You have to turn the key. You have to put your foot on the gas. That's the only way you're going to move. So we have to stop expecting things to happen. I think we always hope that everything is, going to um, have a happy ending and everything is going to be perfect. But we have to put the work in. If that's what we want so much, we have to put the work in, and we have to take into consideration other people's feelings and other people's interests and what other people really value. And I think when we do that, we sort of we get pretty close. We get pretty close to that perfect thing. So I think that's great to keep in mind. Um, and um, I also want to just mention that this show has just been truly, truly great. And I just want to take the time to thank individuals who have helped me through all of this. And I really hope I'm not forgetting anyone, but if I am, please forgive me. So I would like to thank, um, Steph Artusa, Brian Jitto, Charlie Towns, Matt Jitto, my mom, Jordan Clifford, Shaniqua O'Connor, Jonathan Wiedemann, Shaquita Jackson, Samantha Howell, Keely O'Hanlon, Tara, Samantha Erickson, for being guests on my show. I really appreciate you all being guests on Hey Nay. Thank you so much for joining me and talking about these topics. I know I'm just glad because I did reach out to a lot of people, I would say. And I'm glad that you guys responded. I really am. And I look back and I'm really glad that I had people on the show who really wanted to be on the show. So that really makes me happy. So I definitely want to emphasize that. Um, I would also like to thank my Hey Nay writers. And I don't know if a lot of you know who they are, so you're going to find out now. So one of them is actually Jordan Clifford, Shaquetta Jackson, Nia Bonenberger, Shaniqua O'Connor, Kristen Winter, and of course, Vinny LaRusso. Thank you so much, Vin. The Hey Nay writers have all been providing questions for me to talk to you guys with. They sort of been helping me sort of develop these questions, so I'm able to answer them a lot more freely and sort of get a perspective of what audience would want to hear from me about. So that's been really great, and especially Vinny, who's been always with questions, always has questions, and I'm really, really grateful for having him on my side and being very, very supportive. Um, I would also like to thank Arsen Zarov for the Hey Nate intro and the Hey Nate outro, which we have been using for, I believe, about 95 or 94 of the episodes. So thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate you taking the time to help me do that and get that going. So thank you so much. And I want to thank some of my loyal subscribers and fans. I think there's not a crazy amount of subscribers, but there's a lot of subscribers that I do. So I thank all my subscribers in general. Excuse me. And I also want to thank some people who have just been personally reached out to me and have really encouraged me when it came to checking out the show and liking and providing feedback and things like that. So um, thank you, Joanna. Thank you, Brian, again. Alyssa Kirk, thank you. I know you've been watching, and I'm glad you have been. Um, I also want to thank. I know Devin Tracy. I know you were watching for. You watched a few things, so thank you so much. Um, and I know a few of you have been continuously sort of keeping in and out, but I know those individuals have sort of reached out to me and sort of told me what they think about certain episodes. So I really, really enjoy that. I like those conversations. So thank you guys for sort of having that dialogue with me. I know Samantha Erickson too. She has talked to me about some episodes too. So just thank you, thank you so much. Um, Also want to thank certain individuals for pushing me to do this, to do Hey Nay, because I was very apprehensive about doing it at first, because I wanted to do it in a very specific way. But I became a lot more open to it, of course. And I know this is going on pretty long, but this is the last episode, so hang in there with me. I would like to also thank. I would like to thank my mom. I'd like to thank my mom for supporting me in doing this, and thinking it's a good idea. Um, I also want to thank Tara Mitty. I remember when I was talking to you about it, I wasn't sure if I should do it or not, and things like that. And you were very supportive. Thank you so much. And of course, again, Brian Jetto. Thank you for pushing me to do this. You were probably one of the major pushers in me pursuing this YouTube series. So thank you very much for helping me do it. I'm very, very grateful for this opportunity, and a part of me will miss this. I will miss informing you guys every week about something, but I'm here to tell you that please, please, please continue to subscribe to the Hey Nay YouTube channel, because I do anticipate on, um, doing some other things and hopefully moving some other things along. I do intend on saying something on July 4th, which will mark 2 years of Hey Nay. So I do expect to say something. It won't really be an episode, but I expect to say something. And then please, please, please like the Hey Nay Facebook page, please. I post so many great articles about it. I do a lot of the Science Daily ones, which are very short and sweet, so it's not too time consuming. I also I post very great videos that I see that are around relationships, TED Talks, talk shows, all these different things. So definitely check those out, please, please, please. So yes, please do that. I know I've been slacking with the Hey Nay Instagram, the Hey Nay Instagram page, but I do hope to revive that soon. So please, please look out for that. You can follow me on Twitter at Nay Means Nay, NayMeansNay. That is my handle. Please follow me. Again, all I do is tweet things about relationships. So that's a great way to do it. And I follow a lot of experts on there, so I'm constantly being informed. And I also want to say, please, 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 stay with me. Stay with me. I do have a couple of projects in the work that I'm hoping to get started. So look out for those, please. I wish I was able to announce it at this point, but I just didn't have the time this is exactly why, another reason why I can't do this as much. I didn't have the time to sort of prepare this in time. So definitely, please, please just look out for it. It's coming soon. Trust me, and you're going to love it. This is not the last time you will see of me. I'm sure you will see me again very, very soon. Thank you all for the kind wishes, the beautiful posts that have been happening on my wall. Thank you so much. For those of you who have sent videos, I really do appreciate that. Oh my gosh. A lot of them have gotten me a little teary, to be honest. So thank you so much. And I feel like I've talked way too much. It's already been 20 minutes of this. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Okay. So thank you guys so much. I just so hard to say goodbye. It's so hard to say goodbye, but we got to do it, right? We got to do it. So thank you so much. So like, share, love, subscribe, and remember to always start your day off with a hey. Goodbye.